Medicare spends more than $400 billion a year on health care for the elderly and disabled. And when providers pad the bill, it's the taxpayer who winds up paying. Now taxpayers are getting a refund from one big Medicare provider thanks to two whistleblowers. Sharyl Attkisson follows the money.
For people with osteoporosis, a painful bone disease, this simple medical device can help. Doctors use it to inject bone filler and repair tiny fractures. The procedure, called kyphoplasty, can be done in about an hour without putting the patient to sleep. But Kyphon, the company that made the device, stood to make a lot more money if patients were admitted to the hospital for expensive overnight stays.
Were you aware that patients could get up sometimes an hour later and walk out?
I was aware of that.
Chuck Bates was a top sales manager for Kyphon.
The salespeople were going out to hospitals and to surgeons saying, you need to do this as inpatient.
Which was unnecessary.
Which was unnecessary.
As an outpatient procedure, Medicare would pay about $1,000 for kyphoplasty. But as an inpatient procedure, Medicare paid up to $10,000, your tax dollars. Kyphon's net sales skyrocketed. The sales force was rolling in dough.
As a salesman, you were making a lot of money.
The average sales rep made $220,000 a year.
But the good times came crashing down when Bates found out through a hospital consultant that it's improper under Medicare to admit patients for what should be outpatient surgery. He felt he had to act.
I mean, as a salesperson, you love to make money, but you want to make money ethically.
Around the same time, in an entirely different division of Kyphon, Craig Patrick was also raising red flags internally. One day, while briefing his superiors, Patrick says a top Kyphon official cut him off.
In the middle of the presentation, General Counsel stops it. I had to, and says, "It's not your job to police the sales force."
So the head lawyer of the company was telling you this?
Absolutely. I told him there I understood what my job was, but we were breaking the law every day and we needed to fix it.
Though the two men had never met before, they both ended up taking their stories to the Justice Department, which began a fraud investigation. Kyphon recently settled the case, admitting no wrongdoing, but paying taxpayers back $75 million. Under whistleblower law, Bates and Patrick get to split $14 million. A company called Medtronic bought Kyphon last fall for nearly $4 billion and told us the whistleblower concerns were investigated thoroughly and appropriate action was taken. When Kyphon was sold, the executives got major payouts. That top lawyer, who Patrick says told him to keep quiet, reportedly received $14 million cash, which goes to show that kyphoplasty was good for patients and corporate executives, but it was taxpayers left feeling the pain. Sharyl Attkisson, CBS News, Washington.